What's up, guys? This is Bjorn
and Ryan.
To continue on a post that we made earlier this week, this is a custom cabinet that we specifically designed for a customer that was looking for automation in their field.
This machine here is actually going to be integrated into their current production line. It's actually going to automate something they've been doing manually in previous years. That's really what we want to extend to you guys, is the capability to have a machine produced that can increase your efficiency, because they're going to be able to use those personnel that they were currently expending to do this process on other ventures. Kind of want to showcase this thing a little bit just to show you guys how it works, because we think it's pretty cool. It's actually very fast at what it needs to do. And another thing I need to stress is that with machines like this, we've gotten the process down pat to where if we can figure out a way to jig or hold the blast guns and hold your parts, we can create automated machines that are not expensive. This machine here is actually not much more than what a standard 2000 would cost you, just again, because there's not much engineering that had to go into it. And if you think that there's something in your process that we can integrate wet blasting into, I'm positive that we can, but I would bargain to say that there's a possibility that we can get it fairly cheap. We also have things like our robot, which can pretty much be used to blast anything that you have in a timely manner. But again, this thing right here is going to do an excellent job for this customer, and it's also going to improve their efficiency and get their guys back doing other things that they need to be doing. So let's check this thing out. So this machine here is actually integrated into our VH2000. We can go ahead and actually start blasting. This thing is actually not only blasting, but it's also rinsing the parts. It's something that we can throw in there that with wet blasting doesn't matter. This company is actually moving from dry blasting. They've been dry blasting the parts by hand, and they've been having to also use a little bit of chemical processing as well as rinsing the parts and cleaning them afterwards. So we're combining quite a few steps with just one machine here. And they were actually pretty impressed by the speed and efficiency that we were able to go through. With this machine, we were actually able to combine glass bead and aluminum oxide, and what that allowed us to do was get that nice looking finish that glass bead provides, but also use that cutting edge of the aluminum oxide. So these parts are cleaned and they can be sold, and they also look good. So not only is this process fast, but it also yields better results than what they were currently dealing with.
And if you think that automation is something that you guys can look into to just try to better utilize like labor and everything like that, then give us a call, because we generally think that we can get something worked out for you guys to try and improve your efficiencies, especially if you're doing it manually right now, either be it wet blasting or sandblasting. Moving to a custom wet blasting cabinet, especially if it is automated, is drastically going to change just how efficient you guys are at whatever process you intend to be doing. So,
yeah, and that's actually through our in-house engineering that we have. We've grown to a fairly large team, and so we're able to tackle any project that you guys have. And again, automation is not going to be super expensive, especially if we can come up with a solution kind of like this, where it was simple enough that we were able to use components that we already had in our warehouse here to construct this thing. There's nothing that we had to bring in or any engineering or true engineering work that had to be put into this. If you guys are looking for a automated solution that can process anything that you have, again, we have our robot. It's actually an absolute bargain. I think it's at $115,000 right now. So if you guys are ready to take your process to the next level and bring your business up into the 21st century, you can give us a call at 828-202-5563.